Ndelle, a small village in central Senegal, located about 180 kilometers away from the capital Dakar. 800 people live here, many of them children. So far, the village never had access to electricity. Water was pumped by hand. The village was surrounded by darkness all night long. Thanks to solar power, this changed on the 17th of September 2008. The German-based company Solar23 installed a solar power system in Ndelle together with its international partners. The solar system has a rating of 8.4 kilowatt peak. Ndelle is not connected to the public electricity grid. After a long period of planning and preparations, the actual implementation of the solar system started on the 19th of May. The biggest solar array, consisting of 2 rows of solar panels built on stilts, is placed on an open area. Additional solar arrays are placed on the roofs of the school and the community house of the village. The solar village Ndelle is hoped to give an example to many remotely located villages in West Africa, which can be electrified in the same way. Besides the health station of the village and the school, private households, as well as the handcraft industry of Ndelle, benefit from the solar energy, an electricity grid for many applications. A technical room has been built next to the solar array. Inverters and batteries are stored here. In this way, the access to energy is granted 24 hours per day. A great advantage for the people living in Ndelle, who now have light even during the night. The power supply in Ndelle is built up in the following way. The large photovoltaic array forms the main currency generator. The modules are set up in 2 rows. The inverter is placed in the technical room next to it. It inverts the direct current, which the solar system produces, into alternating current with a voltage of 230 volts. The alternating current is then injected into the village's electricity grid. The island inverter, the central unit of the system, charges the batteries during the day. During evenings and at night, it then supplies electricity to the village grid. The energy is provided by the batteries. Single households as well as public buildings are connected to the village grid. Their electric usage is measured by electric meters and billed afterwards. The modular concept ensures that the solar system can be extended at any time. Additional solar arrays are installed at the school and the community house in Ndelle, for example. They supply additional electricity to the village grid during the day. This decentral power supply can not only be extended within the village, but also connecting different villages with each other. Different renewable energy sources, such as wind energy, biodiesel or hydropower, can be embedded without any problems. This means there are no obstacles to a secure and environmentally friendly energy supply any longer. The village school benefits from the solar system in a special way. The students can now learn with modern means, and even during evenings. Thanks to the electricity, we can now work with computers. We can even connect to the internet and use it to advance our education. Even at night, we can now invite the students to do their homework at school. As teachers can now sit together in the school at night and work. All this means a great change for us. The migration into cities is a big problem over here. Many youths went to the towns looking for work. This changes with electricity. Before, even those parents who had the means and the wish to educate their sons, nephews or nieces didn't have the possibility without electricity. This has now changed. Finally, the electricity has reduced the migration into towns. Anybody who enters our village now can see on the faces of the people that everybody is very happy now.
Vous pouvez lire sur le visage de tous les habitants qu'il y a vraiment une joie extrême.
The constant energy supply from the solar system is providing lots of advantages for the health station too. Drugs can be cooled. Treatments can be done at evenings. Operations can be done with electric light. Before, we had used a gas fridge. Gas gave us many problems. The gas was very expensive and sometimes it was not available at all. Thanks to the remote electrification, we now have constant energy and we can cool our serums in the fridge all the time, without any risks of power cuts. Can you imagine? At one time, we were running out of gas for 15 days. This baby over here could not have been inoculated, which is vitally important. I am saying that the remote electrification has improved our work very much. The serums are the base to overcome child mortality. Using sun energy, a concept of success for Africa. Light inside the huts. This makes the housework much easier for the women. Many electric consumers can now be run with solar energy, even the grain mill of the village. This saves a lot of time and allows the women to spend more time on taking care of their children. We have a grain mill which works with electricity. This makes the women's work much easier and improves our living conditions. A great relief during daily routine and the connection to the rest of the world at the same time. TV is providing information and entertainment on top. You can say that the village Ndelle is now modernized thanks to electricity. If you take a look at an electrified village, you will learn that everybody's happy for different reasons. Particularly, everybody can watch the news now. And the children can now play outside in the evening hours. Thanks to solar power. A pure luxury for the children in Ndelle. A matter of course for us Europeans.
Au soleil, jette-toi sur ma peau. Allez, jette-toi sur ma peau. Répète ça. Listen. Au soleil, tu m'as tellement manqué. Au soleil, j'attends que tu sois réveillé. Au soleil, tu m'as tellement manqué. J'attends que tu sois levé. J'attends que tu sois réveillé. Au soleil, tu m'as tellement manqué. Au soleil, j'attends que tu sois réveillé. Au soleil, tu m'as tellement manqué. J'attends que tu sois levé. J'attends que tu sois réveillé. Je me lève le matin très bonne heure, mon réveil m'a réveillé. Est-ce que je vais faire la première chose, je vais regarder à la fenêtre.